Danny here. It is November and I want to share with you some update. For that, I'm going to share my screen. Just a second. So let's start with the charts. Looking at Bitcoin chart, we saw a correction, right? In the recent days, actually, as I've always mentioned that this can happen, right? So we see here that big correction and then that recent run to all-time high, new all-time high. However, it dropped below the all-time high, so there was a correction. Zooming in, we can see that can't see anything. Why? We can see that so we can see there was this correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential waves. However, there is a descending wedge, so it broke out of that wedge, but now it came down again. However, if you zoom in again, we see here there was an engulfing candle, green candle. So let's see, there's some hope that we go up potentially. We can also potentially see here that this is kind of a shoulder, head, and this maybe is another shoulder, which would lead us to about here. So this is a potential scenario. Of course, you can't just look at the 4-hour frame. So if we zoom out, it looks quite bullish despite that correction. Let's remove this. If we zoom out on the daily, we see a lot of inside bars, so candles, a lot of dumps were bought up essentially. So you see that here, bought up, and so on. So, and the correction looks like a 1, 2, 3 wave, and maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe we go up from here. We have to see, we have to monitor. There was a lot of bullish news in the recent days, and of course we see the opposite happening on the chart, which is a downward correction. It's often like that. Some speculate that actually some whales or institutions trying to put the price down in order to shake out weak hands, to shake out retail, and for themselves to buy cheaper. Let's see. Anyway, there are a lot of conspiracy theories in blockchain and in crypto. So yeah, at the moment it looks all right. We have to monitor it. Okay, so there's still a chance that we just continue downwards and November could be bearish. We will have to see. If we break above here, then of course we are back into a bull scenario. The most important trend line for me is this one, this one, which goes all the way back to 2020, which is here. It was support. Then there was a huge pull. Then it was resistance here, and now it seems to be support. So this trend line is for me the most important one at the moment. If we remain above this one, I think we might be okay. So let's see. This is for Bitcoin. Of course, we can also look at financial markets. All those markets did actually quite boom and push upwards last week. We have to see how is the opening on today, on Monday. Also, stock market back to all-time highs, right? So crypto total market cap I added here. Also interesting to see. We have seen there was a 2.5 trillion was kind of the peak. Now we overshot, so now it seems like there's more money flowing into crypto. That's the total market cap, the total money essentially bought into, actually flows into crypto assets. So the next target could be, from a TA perspective, 3 or 5 trillion, but let's see how this plays out, okay? So this is not so relevant. It's a general overview. Of course, if this drops, means money leaves the space. If it goes up, money goes into the space. So it's kind of the main indication that we can take out of this. Okay, so that's for the charts. I just wanted to share again this screen here. You see that the top 5 apps on Apple Store, I think, were Fintech apps, and most of them are actually related to crypto or do something with crypto, right? Including PayPal and so on. And then banks are here on the lower end. So this is from the States. But yeah, people using a lot of those cash apps, and I think they will use more and more those apps, because those apps mostly offer money transfer in an easy way. They offer remittance. They offer potential trading like cryptocurrencies or stocks. Very easy to transfer money between people. Very easy to convert into different currencies. Very easy to use overseas. Very easy to pay with them. So banks are a little bit behind on that regard. So, and if all of them clearly adopt crypto, so it looks quite good overall. And then we had some NFT news. So McDonald's actually created its first NFT, McRib. Yeah, pretty cool. So like I say, all those real world brands, Jollibees, McDonald's, you name it, they will all go on chain because it's just another marketing channel and potentially another sales channel if they create some collections. Also, Ubisoft is actually going into the space, creating their own blockchain games to enable play to earn. So we have seen Axie Infinity and other games which are booming. So now Ubisoft, which is a large developer, you probably know them. They did Assassin's Creed and many others. They also go into play to earn field. And Patreon, you might know that. It's also like an influencer platform. They also are now exploring crypto as a way to compensate or pay creators to earn in a fair way. Yeah. All right, that's it for today. Watch the charts. Okay, so be humble. November, in theory, is a bullish month. Looking at the daily, it looks good, but we have to monitor it closely. Okay, how is the today opening and so on and so forth. All right. Thank you very much. See you soon.